Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, wherever you're watching this broadcast right around the world, a very warm welcome to OzSports Arenas here in Springwood. It has been 651 days since there has last been a broadcast game at the Cricket Australia Facebook page. And we're back, baby. My name's Gary Lowe, and I'm joined here with Stephen Mogg.
And how good is it to be back? It's fantastic.
Mate, it's good. We saw you running around trying to remember where you put the camera, where you put the microphones, all the broadcasting equipment, because it'd been too long.
Oh, it's been stored away, mate. It's got a few cobwebs on it, but we're back. And it's fantastic to see. It's a great initiative again by Cricket Australia to get some games back on a Sunday afternoon, you know, for those people sitting at home and kicking back and relaxing and watching a bit of cricket.
Mate, it sure is. And these two teams, I mean, they're absolutely outstanding, out of this world teams. We'll go through some of the players in a couple of moments' time. It's Toowoomba taking on Wynnum, and they're the two real heavy hitters in this competition. We've got Wynnum at the moment, who are currently sitting third on the competition ladder, doing pretty well. And Toowoomba sitting on sixth, but it's a tight field. There's only a couple of games separating them.
Oh, there is, and both teams came off losses last night, which were probably unexpected losses against sort of a couple of the lower teams. So I'm sure both teams will be pretty keen to get back out here and rectify the wrongs from last night. And
as the team lists will be coming up very shortly, have a look at some of these players as we'll get you to go through it, mate. If you got socks on, they're about to get blown off.
Oh, they are. And look, there's some big names and some really big matchups here. And we'll start first of all with the Toowoomba Dragons. Lyle Teske, captain of Australia.
Bang.
Huge.
Massive.
Captain of the Queensland as well. So Blake Anderson, Brodie Kluge, Jeremy Clayton, Jaden Teske, Kieran Gibbs, Danny Lost and Tom Perkins. Matching up against the Wynnum Seagulls. How's this?
Yeah.
Matt Flores.
Matty Flores, mate.
Captain of ACT versus the captain of Queensland. Matt Flores, vice-captain of Australia, playing against the captain of Australia. Mate, does it get any better?
It's almost as if someone planned for these two teams to be on the broadcast.
A little bit of magic. Yeah. A little bit of magic. Next on the list, Rob Fitzgerald.
Yeah.
How many games has he played for Australia? Heaps.
700.
Oh, close.
I'm guessing.
Not far off.
Yeah.
He's done it all in the game. Chris Vogt, Connor Carroll, Adam McDermott, Brandon Course, Daniel Clark and Alex O'Neill. What a lineup.
Mate, this is going to be absolutely juicy. I hope you're looking forward to it, because we certainly are here. Good crowd in as well. Sunday afternoon indoor cricket coming at you. The crowd's big here at Springwood, and it's beautiful weather here. Absolutely sensational playing conditions. Everyone's ready for a belter. And I guess we've got to just say a big thank you to everyone for their company. First time back after a long time.
Yeah, definitely. So, mate, the weather's so good, you're wearing shorts.
Oh, mate, I'm wearing shorts and a shirt.
I know. Everyone down south and all the other states watching here in Australia will be sitting there going, what? They're wearing shorts.
There you go. Thank you very much to our broadcast partners, Bar TV as well. Right on the money. There's all the local young vocal people out the back. It's a good crowd. It's a healthy crowd. There's plenty of them. They're a good 7 or 8 rows deep here to witness this game. And, yeah, mate, he's not lying. I'm sitting here in shorts and a shirt in the middle of winter here in Queensland.
Yeah, where else would you prefer to be?
Mate.
So, yeah, Toowoomba won the toss today and have decided to bat. So that's a pretty common thing for games of this level of cricket. So obviously looking to put on a bit of a score to start with and hopefully have some scoreboard pressure at the back end of the game.
Yeah, and we've got officiating this game Hayden Brum. And congratulations to him on the appointment of this match, and we wish him well in his decision-making today. He is the first ever Lord Taverner's participant to have made it as a national umpire.
Yes, he certainly is.
That is a very good stat, and he's a very, very good umpire. And it's been pleasing from a personal perspective to see his development and growth and making his way up through the umpiring ranks. So getting some really big games. And I understand he officiated some big games for Queensland last year. Yeah,
did. Back end of the year, he did quite a few of our big A-grade games in the finals and all that sort of thing too, and he's done particularly well. So, yeah, look, I know Hayden pretty well, and it's great to see him sort of excelling at this level, and definitely a very fair and good umpire.
He is, and coming out batting first, it looks like it's going to be Kieran Gibbs and young Tom Perkins.
Yeah, definitely a bit of a mix here. We've got one of the more experienced players in the Toowoomba Dragons team with one of the young up-and-coming guns. Both bat pretty well.
Yeah, Tom's averaging 12.2 every time that he comes out, which is pretty handy. And then you put that next to Kieran Gibbs. He's doing even better at 15. So you smush the two together, you're looking at 27.5. Is that a bit too dreamy for an open men's match?
I think it might be, especially against this Wynnum team. So, look, there's a few players I'm interested to see out here. Obviously, we've got the big names. We've got quite a few Australian players involved. Heaps of the young juniors coming through as well. A few Masters players out there, but there's one player in particular I'm pretty excited to see again.
Who's that?
Adam McDermott.
Adam McDermott, eh?
He is an absolute freak. I am looking for some magic. He will pull something off in the field that'll have us up and down, jumping up and down in the stands. He'll do something.
Yeah, he's a dangerous individual in the front court. You can see him there right in the middle of your screen, just moving on to the leg side of the left-handed Thomas Perkins. Here we go. Welcome back. It's so good to have you with us. Indoor cricket coming to you live on the Cricket Australia Facebook page and the Cricket Australia YouTube channel. Let's have some fun, ladies and gentlemen. Sunday afternoon, indoor cricket coming at you from OzSports Arenas here in Springwood.
We have Alex O'Neill starting up the bowling here. He's just straight a little bit down the leg side. I think with a lot of these games being live streamed, there's a little bit of nerves of players, so it just takes a little bit to settle in.
Perkins hitting that one back down the ground. Oh, Stephen Mogg, talk us through it, mate. We're on already. We're on already.
Well, got his line and length right, adjusted particularly well. Play straight, turns, nice little flick, and bang, direct hit, out. Direct hits get more wickets than they don't.
They do, and you'll hear me talk about it a few times with our broadcast partners, Bar TV. How good's that top view from the umpires stand, mate?
How good is the replays? This is sensational. Well, I'm not sure if the umpires were like this. Oh, just outside the line of off stump. It's just come back in a little, and a little bit of an inside edge.
Yeah, a little bit of shape there. Average score for the Toowoomba Dragons this season is 85, or 85.10, but good luck scoring a 0.1 of a run. So 85's their average this season.
I think that'll be a pretty competitive
I
score
reckon that's
out
on
here.
the money.
Straight up, a little bit of a mix-up again. Look, after that first ball, Alex has really adjusted his line and length, and now he's got him onto a third ball. This is a fantastic start by the Wynnum Seagulls. They seem up and about too. Yeah,
plenty of momentum, bit of pep in their step out there today. The score must change. It's -3 at the moment. It will not be after this delivery. O'Neill coming in. Oh, there's going to be a run out, is there? No, there's not. Lucky to get away with that, Stephen Mogg.
Yeah, very much so. Just missed it. And again, he's just bowling outside that corridor. There was an opportunity there. Wynnum probably a little disappointed they didn't get a chance there. A little bit of a fumble by the keeper. And a little bit of a tumble.
Arms and legs everywhere. That's indoor cricket. It's fast. It's furious. Last delivery of this first over. Straight back down the ground. Good communication between the batters there. -2 after the first over.
And look, I think that was a particularly good adjustment by Alex O'Neill. His first ball was a little wayward, gave away the 2 runs for the wide, leg side, but adjusted so well that Toowoomba Dragons are under a little bit of pressure early, -2.
Yeah, runs traditionally in the men's game harder to come by. The scores are shortened in a little bit as Matthew Flores to take the ball for the Wynnum side. So,
well, it doesn't get any easier.
I was about to say, mate, that's just... a barrage continues.
So, yeah, Matt Flores now coming to bowl. Australian vice-captain, ACT captain. Big hooping in-swinger.
Again, we do thank you for your company on social media. If you leave a comment, we'll try and shout you out as best as we can. Let's see Clint Indrell. He's a wonderful indoor cricketing broadcaster and commentator. Done many a game. Hello to you, Clint. Thanks for your company. This one comes down, tucked around into the corner, 1 run scored.
Yeah, a little bit of an outswing at that time, I think. Again, doing it pretty tough. Another third ball. That's been 2 in the first over and a bit. So fantastic bowling by the Wynnum Seagulls. Third balls do build an awful lot of pressure on the team.
Thomas Perkins giving himself some room outside leg stump here. Plenty of room, in fact. Down into the ground. Not really high enough to remove the fielders, though, at eye level.
Yeah, a little bit flat, that shot. Good little touch on the ball. Look, a bit of a misfield, but good communication from the batting team. I think they can understand they're under a little bit of pressure at the moment, and they just need to work through this tough period. Oh, that's a lovely shot.
Wow, he's just flicked that off his toes like an expert there. On the leg side as well. One of the hardest shots in indoor cricket.
Yeah, the young fellas are pretty good at it. They really are.
Good bat speed. Really good bat speed through the ball, just getting it up there. Great momentum. 2 to come in this second over. Big game here today, ladies and gentlemen. Big game.
Big hooping innie again. No Forrest, nice and tall, so he just gets that little bit of kick off the pitch as well.
Yeah.
There's a good area, just snuck inside the leg side line, but last ball of the over now. Toowoomba Dragons, 1 run. Another big innie. What a finish to the over. That'll bring it to 3rd ball for the first ball of the new over.
It's interesting times. So the bowler that they choose has got to be right on the money from the first nut. Right on it.
He does, yeah. And the bowler is Daniel Clark. So, look, it's a fantastic start from Wynnum. You'd love that, you know. This is the third ball in a matter of 12 balls so far.
Yeah.
They're building an awful lot of pressure. Probably would have liked another wicket, I guess. But at the same time, Toowoomba were only 1 run after their first 2 overs.
Yeah, you take that before play today. Leg side, good early call there by Perkins as well. That's so important on a 3rd ball to be able to let the striker know that it's going to go down leg side.
Yeah, look, it is. And it can be a ploy sometimes to either bowl leg side or full and wide to try and make the batsman misplay the ball. A bit flat, little misfield, but no run. Again, very good calling by the Toowoomba Dragons. They seem very conservative with their calling, but they are under a fair bit of pressure, and that's to be understood.
Leg side again, just releasing some pressure. I mean, they're building the dot balls nicely, and the runs are hard to come by at the moment. The wides and the leg side's probably the highest scorer of the game. They're
doing quite well at the moment, and I think Daniel Clark's just falling into the trap. Just wait. Oh, what a shot. Oh, is that a misfield? It's a chase. Oh, the poor cameraman almost copped it.
Well, we did speak to our good, we'll call him Joe the cameraman, should we? He's always Joe the cameraman. We did talk to Joe, and he said, I'm just going to take this camera back for these boys' games because some of them look like the size of a small Suzuki Swift, and he's coming in at 400 kilometres and over.
Oh, a little bit of a misfield in the front court was an opportunity. Look, as I was saying before, I think, here we go.
Here we go. Watch out, it's going to come straight through your television screen at home. Hello. How you going, folks? Knock you off your chair.
Oh, that's right in the action. Yeah, another leg side wide. I think the reason Daniel is erring here is the way that Tom Perkins sets up. He sets up well outside the leg side line, and then his initial trigger movements across the line. So as a bowler coming in, he sees that and thinking, I can see him moving, so I'm just going to be tight to that line. And unfortunately, erred a couple of times there with a few wides. And look, I think that was a great over for the Toowoomba Dragons. Moving the score to 12 after the pressure they face. They've got a little bit of momentum now. It's interesting, Brandon Course coming on the bowl. He'll want to try and build that pressure again and really tighten things up.
The big, tall Brendan Course, big appeal, and it's been given out. The score will move to 2-7, -5 given. Big wicket.
There was, and that's a very good catch by the keeper. That will make it onto the Monday mitts, I reckon, from the Cricket Australia Indoor Facebook page. Great set of hands. How good was that?
Very sharp. In indoor cricket, you don't have the luxury of being able to go back 12, 15 paces. You're up to the stumps every time. That's what makes our athletes amazing. 2 runs scored, and Toowoomba, after working so hard to get those runs, they get it taken away from them. You'd think they'd love to get to maybe 15.
I think
would be.
Yeah, from where they've been, 15 would be an excellent result. So that was a lovely shot.
They can afford a dot ball and maybe 3 twos. Well, that's going to help. Last over the batting pair or no balls and wides may be rebowled at the batter's request. And Thomas Perkins says, I'll have it again. Thank you, Hayden Brum.
And I think, again, that is the way that Tom Perkins is setting up. It's all right. A few balls remaining left in this first skin.
Going to have to be on his bike quick. He gets there. And as we talked about, the Toowoomba's kind of average score is around that 85. Wynnum's average score is 86.
Oh.
Mate.
The stats are saying we're up for a cracker. Just a little bit wide. Nice shot there by Kieran Gibbs. Nice, easy two. I'm just thinking the last couple of overs, the Wynnum bowling's just dropped away. The first 2 overs were spot on. It's just released the pressure and it's allowed Toowoomba to just build a score now. With 2 balls remaining, they're on 15.
And he's going to change direction here. He's going to come around the wicket, so it's really going to cramp the batter. Thomas Perkins with a lovely little chip there onto the green, it looked like.
Yeah, look, I really like that adjustment there, especially bowling a few legs side wides to Tommy Perkins as a team. And they've made the adjustment now to bring the ball in a little bit tighter. Yeah. Which I think was a good move with the last ball to go.
I think it's fantastic. Last delivery here. 15 the total for Toowoomba. It's come off the edge. Has it hit the net? We wait for the call from the official. No, it hasn't. 16 the total. Stephen Mogg, what are your thoughts?
Oh, I think Toowoomba will be pretty happy with how they've come back. They fought really, really hard there after being in an awful lot of trouble early. Typical bowler, making sure that it's only a single. Looking after his own statistics there, Corsty. But look, yeah, I think after the position they were in, Toowoomba will be very happy. It's always tough coming out the bat first.
It is, as we see Matt Flores there providing some instruction.
So, yeah, that's to Connor Carroll, who looks like he's coming in the bowl now. Connor's one of the younger guys in the Wynnum team. Very accomplished cricketer. And
who have we got on strike?
Well, it is no other than Lyle Teske. He's batting with Jeremy Crichton here. This two's a partnership that quite often bats together. 2 very experienced players. Just a little bit full. Probably a little bit lucky to get away with that. I think Lyle was almost in 2 minds, whether to play the down up 2 or be aggressive, and as such just sort of bunted it back to the bowler. It's a little bit flat. It's a chance at the top. Oh, what a magic piece of fielding. How good was that? Falling away. The service wasn't great, but they're smart enough to flick it on. What a run out. Watch the replay, thanks to Bar TV. Oh, how lucky was that? Fantastic work there from both players. Brandon Course to be able to get to the ball quickly and flick. The flick was just a little bit off, but Daniel Clark up the back, great presence. That's a big wicket early. Looks like Lyle might be struggling a little bit.
Nudge back down the ground there. A very wild catch and release there by Matthew Flores. Crichton gets through with that one. Yeah, I mean, it's top shelf indoor cricket. It's absolutely high class.
Yeah, wouldn't expect anything less with these 2 teams as well.
The Australian captain steadies the ship a little bit and gets 2 runs.
Yeah, Connor's just been a little bit wide at this point in time, and that's bread and butter for players of this calibre. I mean, it worked for the last one with the run out with Lyle Teske hitting the ball a little bit flat, but see if he can adjust. Short and wide again. Nice movement by Matty Flores in the front court. Gets a nice little touch on it.
Well, you watch him. He's moved like a panther. You ready? He's hit it in there, and he's straight away to it, and he's going to be too quick for the cameras even because he's too far in the corner. I tell you what, there would have been out.
Yeah, would have direct.
But that's the thing. Normally,
there's a chance at top.
Gone, gee, and they're pulling it out of the fire here as well. That's twice where Lyle Teske has thought he was going to get home, and he is being put on toast. You watch him here. Oh, and it's the magic you were talking about from the man McDermott.
Yeah, he's had a few little fumbles early, but sooner or later the cream comes to the top. Perfect service right near the stumps. Quick hands to take the bails off.
And that's his signature move. That is a signature McDermott move. And see, Lyle Teske there, he's playing some massive games, but even he thought that, I reckon I'm all right from here.
And that's the difference. And what you'll see there is some quality front court fielding by Adam McDermott. Gets the ball, turns, twists, contorts himself some sort of way, and gets the service right next to the stumps. And again, Wynnum really going for it here. Obviously a really good start to that over there. -5 from the first over. And who comes on the bowl next?
Robert Fitzgerald.
It doesn't get much easier, does it? It just gets tougher and tougher for these poor Toowoomba guys. Very, very tight on the leg side line there. But, I think Hayden's got that one spot on.
Yeah, he's on the money, and you're quite right. The difficulty level here just keeps rising. It's like doing a Rubik's Cube blindfolded. That's going to come off the leg, squirted
Another
away.
chance for
Late
Toto.
run!
Another chance.
And it's given out. It's given out. It's the communication between the two that was just missed there. You could tell he wasn't on his bike quickly enough there, Crichton. You watch that little hesitation there. That's what cost him. That's all it was.
And he called Lyle through as well.
That little tiny back step that took a fraction of a second, that's the reason why he got out. Should have gone with his gut.
He should have, yeah. And at this level, that's all it takes.
Here it is.
And,
here's the reason. Boom,
who was that again? Oh, Adam McDermott.
And silky set of hands out the back too. Landed like a butterfly with sore feet into the hands.
Oh,
Two scored. Good shot.
How good is that? Quality of Lyle Teske's coming through. Beautiful shot. Good effort in the field and the line to try and get up to try and save the runs, but perfect shot by Lyle Teske. Robert Fitzgerald now changing to over the wicket.
Cramping Crichton.
Oh!
Almost out. And this is the thing. There's plenty of opportunities in the field here for Wynnum, and they're turning, a quarter of a chance into full chances here. Like if they've got a tiny little sniff at a wicket, they are like a rat up a drain pipe just chasing it. It's McDermott again in the front court.
I think a direct hit. Lyle might have been a little bit short.
Sees movement there really fast.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Definitely would have been out.
Chris Vogt, Matt Flores. Their faces said it all.
What a fantastic start by Wynnum for this skin as well. Having the Toowoomba Dragons on -2. It'll be important to see how the Toowoomba Dragons respond. The last pair, after the first 2 overs, they were in an awful lot of trouble, but really dug deep and fought hard and ended up getting a fairly competitive score of 16.
Yeah.
What they'll need to do is do that again. We have Chris Vogt coming on the bowl here. Chris Vogt's been around a little bit, been pretty close to the Open Men's team for a while and has played Masters for Queensland as well. Really has a fair bit of tricks in his bag with the arsenal he has with the ball. Really got to watch the ball hard and watch what his hand's doing to try and to keep on top here.
Another mix-up here, and it's going to be out. It's going to be out, and Lyle Teske, he's not happy. He looks up to the heavens and says, why, oh, why is this happening to us?
What an arm. Matt Flores, and again, a little bit of luck. Service just a little bit wide. Oh, look, I think the Wynnum Seagulls need to buy a lotto ticket. Just that every little bit of luck. But, I mean, have a look at the front court. You've got Adam McDermott. You've got Matt Flores. There's plenty of opportunities they'll create. A little bit of a mix-up again. Another chance. Big dive by Lyle to get in safe.
And the thing is, as I watch this throw, it's the strength of Flores to be able to get it and throw it. That's the delivery that's just occurred. But the other one, he's got it, and he doesn't have much of a chance to actually cock his arm back far and throw it. He's got to shorten the kind of distance his arm's allowed to travel. But because he's a strapping young man, he looks like he benches a fair bit.
He throws rockets.
It just went. Straight back down the ground, no run here. Toowoomba Dragons on edge. They're -7 this batting partnership, 9 the total. Chris Vogt, third ball. He's taken 7 wickets in his 8 games, averaging just short of a wicket a game. Due for one.
Look, what I've been most impressed with the Wynnum Seagulls so far is the fielding. It's been sensational. We do have some really quality fielders amongst the team. As we talked about, Adam McDermott, Matt Flores, Robert Fitzgerald on leg side. I'm pretty sure I've seen a hype reel about him just running people out for fun.
And a nice, easy one there for Lyle Teske, but still McDermott keeping him honest. I mean, that's a real cruisy indoor cricket shot for Lyle Teske. It was short, he had plenty of time, but McDermott still makes him work for it. And to be fair, Lyle's probably not running as fast as what he probably should be. And I say that about the Australian captain, I say with a great deal of respect.
Ooh, that was a little bit of a change up from Vogt. Look, what's impressive about Adam McDermott is how quickly he can get to the ball. He's very aggressive to get the actual ball in hand. And then what he does after that, it's just so sharp.
Yeah.
And he really bends himself around and gets himself in a good position. Matt Forrest, exactly the same thing on the leg side. So, like I say, at this point in time, the fielding has been very noticeable and the quality of it from the Wynnum Seagulls has been excellent.
And they just don't allow you to rest as a batter. Like, you're never safe. It is a dangerous, dangerous place out there at the moment if you're a batter. And Wynnum doing like the old in-house. Everybody's had a bowl. 1 through to 8.
Yeah, very good.
They're sharing around.
So we have Adam McDermott coming on the bowl now. Big outswinger from Adam McDermott.
He's changed his bowling style over the years as well.
He's bowled a fair bit of leg spin. And we have another third ball.
Another third ball.
The third ball count's going off the charts.
Yeah, it's ticking up there and they need to execute a couple of them. Here's the chance. -4 to Toowoomba this skin.
Nice shape. Lovely shot by Lyle. And that's the quality of the man with Lyle Teske. You know, he's under a fair bit of pressure at the moment. There's been some fantastic fielding. But even with a good ball, plenty of time, plenty of presence, he just bangs that one away.
Moving around his field a little bit. He starts off with a bit of a Barney Rubble type bowling, ball twinkle toes as he comes in the bowl. In he comes. Good cricket all around, good bowling, good communication between striker and non-striker, good fielding all around. We'll talk about, we've discussed already Toowoomba and how many runs they generally score. Really interesting to talk about how many runs they generally concede. And we might discuss that at the end of these 3 deliveries when we get a bit of a break. Not there's much of a break in indoor cricket at any time anyway.
Oh, he's really wide with that ball there. Obviously, it's a re-bowl over, the 4th over of every skin. You get the opportunity to re-bowl as a batting team. And with the score as it is now, 0 for the skin, definitely want to try and get a couple more runs. What a shot. Oh, it's a chance. Another direct hit. Brandon Course, very sharp, little flick. Could have created another opportunity there. I am thoroughly impressed with the Wynnum Seagulls fielding at the moment. It is red hot.
Yeah, they're definitely well drilled, well skilled, well practiced. They've come here ready to play on the big scene, on the big stage with everyone watching right around the world. 2 to come. Lyle Teske hits that high up into the 2 net. Last delivery. I guess just survive this one and for heaven's sake don't get out. That's the doctor's orders for Toowoomba.
Yeah, I think so, definitely. No, they've been under an awful lot of pressure so far. Another direct hit. Very good work.
And that will be the over. 21 is the total, and to keep a Crichton and Teske batting partnership down to 5 is out of this world's good. You couldn't have dreamt for figures like that if you win them. It's fantastic.
Yeah, it's phenomenal. And the difference between the 2 skins here was in the first 2 overs for both skins, Wynnum were really, really on top.
Yeah.
But they were able to maintain that pressure through the 3rd and 4th over of the 2nd skin, whereas they sort of just let the pressure off a little bit in that first skin. And as a result, have got Toowoomba in all kinds of trouble. But they do have 20 on the board. There are 2 pairs to come. Even if each pair from here can hit perhaps 20, putting a score of 60 on the board will be competitive.
Well, we've talked about these 2 teams and how they score. So they score around 85, 86 each. Wynnum concede generally 76 runs. Toowoomba concede about 84. So that's the only thing that's really separating them. They both score generally the same, but it's the conceding of the runs. And at the moment, stats-wise, Wynnum tend to leak less runs than Toowoomba.
They do.
O'Neill to bowl. Could have been a chance for a catch. They appeal.
That would be interesting to see on the replay there. It's a very, very hard decision to give out from an umpire stand.
Probably even harder to give out off a straight into the ground.
Yeah, very good from Brummy in the umpire stand there. So we have Brody Clues and we got Jaden Teske. Tight on the leg side line.
Yeah, all cramped up, couldn't free his hands.
this is a pair that the Toowoomba Dragons really need to build, probably sort of wrestle back that momentum that Wynnum really have at the moment. Work pretty hard early in this sort of skin and then try and build a bit of a score. Lovely shot by Brody Clues. Alex just hurt a little bit wide, and it was a lovely, solid shot for 2 runs by Brody Clues. This brings Jaden Teske on to strike. It's a left-hand, right-hand combination. There's been a little bit of that so far. Inside wide. Unfortunately, wides like that just really release the pressure. It's an easy 2 runs for the batting team. And probably a little lack of discipline. And knowing the coach from the Wynnum Seagulls, he is all about discipline.
That one's bunted back down to the receiver. 3rd ball again. There's been plenty of them. Stephen Moggs already talked about it. Big delivery here.
This will be important for... It's the last ball of the over as well. So it's one to be looking to punch a couple of runs. Oh, straight through. A half chance. There's a run out. So a little bit of a missed opportunity there by Chris Vogt behind the stumps.
Yeah, a little bit of a missed opportunity. Big missed opportunity. And they survive only just. Of course, we've mentioned how long it's been since we've been back on your screens from a Cricket Australia Facebook or CA YouTube perspective. It's been a little while since we've been at a national champs as well, Stephen Mogg, but things are going to change. We'll be back, mate. So that'll be happening from September 18 to October 2, with the Open divisions from September 18 to 24 and the Junior divisions from September 26 to October 2. Of course, Cricket Australia is just so deeply committed to that national championships going ahead and ensuring that indoor cricket remains at the forefront of everybody's mind. So a big thank you to all our friends at Cricket Australia for their good work.
Yeah, look, it's definitely a challenging time and trying to facilitate it and moving the tournament to make sure it goes ahead. It is tough, but we just want cricket. We want cricket at that elite level.
Yeah.
We love it. The players love it. From a commentator's point of view, it's great. Chance.
Hayden Brum not giving that one out. And, of course, there's something for everybody, and we'll talk about some vintage blokes as well. The Masters.
Yeah, don't leave the Masters
They
out.
get to run around as well. That's happening in Darwin, August 28th through to September 4. Good bit of fun, the Masters, isn't it?
Oh, it is. It's fantastic competition. Look, the cricket's fiercely intense, but there's such a great friendship you'd gain from those tournaments as well. Darwin, how good. Going up north.
It is party central up there.
Yeah. Connor Carroll, that one went almost straight through his legs. But yeah, looking forward to, I'm sure the guys are really looking forward to Darwin. Mind you, Darwin, September.
She'll be sticky.
Well, it's August actually, but it'll be nice and warm up there, that's for sure.
As we fix our eyes back to the excitement here, it's called leg side, but you certainly want to call our attention to the exciting indoor cricket that is to come. I mean, we've dished it up for you this afternoon here on a Sunday afternoon. We know you're enjoying it, but from an international and national perspective, plenty on the horizon. We'll talk about World Cup shortly as well. That's hit into the ground. No run, sharp fielding there in the front, not affecting the run out. So Toowoomba are on 30 as the score just ticks over there. Brody Clues 7, Jaden Teske 2. What do you make of it?
Look, Wynnum are well and truly on top at the moment, but the impressive thing here with the Toowoomba Dragons is they're battling through at the moment. They're starting to build a score. Momentum's just shifting a little bit. They're working hard, and hopefully that gets to a decent score for this skin and for the game. Mate, I really wish we had another camera here. Oh, we are. We've picked up the coach. The coach, Stephen Zeller, on the sideline. He is pacing. His team's on top. I'd hate to see if they were doing poorly.
That's all right. I'm sure Joe, the cameraman, will flick back to him at some stage. Oh, gee, I tell you what, that's a shot like out of a Tuesday night in-house.
Yes,
that's just no respect whatsoever.
A little bit loose on that shot, that's for sure. Chris Vogt, there's another opportunity behind the stumps.
Well, Voti will be filthy he hasn't gloved it because his standards are very high.
It's a chance at top, big run out.
And that's just kamikaze stuff, that is. There is no way on this earth he was ever going to be able to regain his ground. He knows it too. You can see it on his face. And this is when he knew he'd made an error.
Yeah, he's called it early, but yeah, called it in error, unfortunately. And unfortunately, that hard work that they've just put in over the last couple of overs, that just detracts from that there. Oh, an aggressive shot by Jaden Teske. Another chance at the top end. Oh. Wynnum are on fire in the field.
They're obviously not very impressed about the loss that they had recently.
No, I'm sure their coach and their captain and the senior leadership within the team spoken highly about it, but they are very impressive tonight.
And they've come out today very, very angry, and they are thirsty for wickets. And I don't think that their thirst has been quenched just yet.
No, I think there's a few more.
A bit of an effort ball there, put away for 3. Really bent his back for that one, sent it through a couple more kilometres faster, but expertly put away there by Jaden Teske.
Yeah, that was a nice shot. Probably just tried a little hard, and as such, his line just hurt a little. Nice shots there by Brodie Clues. Now let me term it again in the front court, creating half an opportunity.
Plenty of these players out on the court have played in World Cups. Of course, we've seen Lyle Teske, we've seen Rob Fitzgerald out there. World Cups to come as well in 2022.
How good is it that they're coming back?
It's going to be very exciting indeed. And should the World Cup, because in this world at the moment, who knows what's happening tomorrow, but should the World Cup not be able to proceed in 2022, Australia's going to work with New Zealand for a Trans-Tasman series for an Opens and 22 and under team format. So no matter what, there's going to be some international indoor cricket on the horizon.
Everyone's keen for it as well. Chris Vogt on the bowl. Chance at the top. Direct hit. But safe.
Yeah, made his ground. Matt Flores trying to put in the poker bluff that he got him. Look at this. Man, that is fast. Ooh. It's closer than what you think, I reckon, folks.
I think a little bit of ball watching there. It's close. Frame by frame.
Oh, it's very close. I'm happy with the call, though.
Oh, I am.
That's bowled. How's that snuck through?
That was a quicker ball. As I said, Chris Vogt's got a fair bit of variety. Oh, it's just come off the leg. Onto the stumps. He'll be very disappointed. The old zing bales light up.
They do. The stumps go crashing back. 4 to come in the 12th over. Toowoomba 30.
A little bit of a miss hit. Chance at both ends. If we just go back to that run-out chance before from Matt Flores, what was so impressive is as he's picking the ball up, he's getting himself in a position to be able to throw. Rather than pick it up, then get into position, it's all one motion. And as such, it's those split seconds. Chance at the top, a little bit wide. Big dive there by Brodie Clues to make his ground.
Yeah, these players giving absolutely everything. As a change of direction from the bowler takes place. 2 to come. Toowoomba hanging on here. That's going to go towards the back net.
Ooh,
it's 3.
Direct hit and he was gone.
You can't rest, Toowoomba. You cannot rest. You got to keep going. You got to do the gut running.
I mean, that was a great shot. Great bit of fielding.
Unbelievable shot. And from there, you'd think you're safe, but you're just not today. Not with Wynnum. No. Last ball. Here we go. Leg side call. Just kidding. You get another last ball.
Have another one. Oh, and every ball's very important now. But, you know, they've done pretty well with this pair so far to get to 16. They'd like to finish it off with a nice, solid shot. You know, 1 or 2, even a 0 here would be pretty good.
Maybe this time last ball.
It's very flat. It's a chance at the top.
Well, the bat's gone flying. He lost his bat when he threw it. So it'll be interesting to see when he's called dead ball. Watch the bat. Here we go. Woo! See you later.
Oh, he was short, but it's a good effort.
He's had the old... I mean, that angle doesn't look good for Matt Flores, but it was further away than what it looks. That looks like he's about to wear it on the beak. But it was further away, ladies and gentlemen. I assure you, Matt Flores is in no danger.
I'll be re-gripping that bat when I get back to the centre later. That one just flew out of the hand.
Yeah, he's obviously been rubbing the old baby oil on the calves before he's gone out there. All right. So we've got Blake Anderson here.
And Daniel Ost. Robert Fitzgerald coming on the bowl. Should Wynnum have a little bit of artillery left in this skin? They've saved some bowlers back for this last pair.
Yeah, this could be dangerous. It's going to be feast or famine here for Toowoomba, you think. They're either going to be belted into submission or they'll thrive.
A little bit flat, but good call. Look, yeah, this skin's vital for the game. And I think both teams recognise that. I mean, at this point in time, 39. We did say 60 would be competitive. It's probably not enough, but anything can happen. Just bowled into the arc there of Blake Anderson. Nice shot for 3. It was a little bit flat, but I guess the advantage of that is Rob Fitzgerald's bowling, so he's not there to field it. Yeah.
Blake Anderson averaging 15.71 with the bat. He's the second highest in terms of average. He scored 110 runs from his 7 games, so he's a good person to have out there. I don't mean to draw attention to this Daniel Ost, but unfortunately his batting's minus 2.33 every time he goes out.
It's an aggressive shot. It's a little bit of a chance there.
So from his 3 games, Daniel Ost, he's walked off with minus 7. No doubt the Demon's playing in his mind at the moment, but he's with someone who can score, so it's a bit of, that's what I was saying, it's either going to be rocks or diamonds, you find.
Yeah, look, Blake's a very good player. Got a bit of experience too, so I'm sure he'll work with Daniel and make sure that they get the best out of this partnership.
And almost getting to the 3 net. Just short.
Lovely shot. It's right in the arc. Oh, no, that was good. It was safe, even with the direct hit.
Still not convinced with the slow-mo replay. Hard to tell. Rob Fitzgerald, last ball. Kept it off well there. They've called 2.
Lovely shot there by Ost.
And this is where the benefit of that reverse angle that we've got here, thanks to our broadcast partners, Bar TV, works perfectly. From our angle, we're behind, but we get to see this angle, and you'll see if the ball drops, hit the net, and then bounce into the hands. So that's beautiful stuff.
Yeah, it was a good effort too from the fielder there, Daniel Clark, just to get up and you know, create that little bit of uncertainty as to whether it's going to hit the net. Rob Fitzgerald, bang. Matt Forrest, bang.
Yeah, it's hard.
Doesn't get easy for anyone out there, that's for sure. But a pretty good over for Toowoomba to start this skin. Just a little bit leg side-ish. Looks like it's just taken the batter Daniel Ost in the leg.
What score does Toowoomba need to get at the end of this innings?
I think 80 is what they really need, but we've got to be realistic here. And look, indoor cricket's a funny game. You know, scoreboard pressure amounts to a massive thing. Even if they can get to 70, it puts a bit of pressure back onto the Wynnum Seagulls.
Look, I think a win for them is walking off with as low as 65, which is still hard to defend. But I think 65 is okay. I think they can get through it. 70 definitely. I think that's just sweet spot. I think 80. I think, mate, you're...
they like 80.
I'm sure they're like 110.
Yeah, well,
I don't know if they're getting 80. Maybe the way you bat, you just go back net sevens. You're a back net bully.
I just kick him in the corners, mate. Oh, it's a good shot. A little bit of a mix-up and a touch and direct hit would have been interesting down the keeper's end. No, mate, I don't hit him. I just kick him. Nice shot.
So I think 70 would be great. They can defend 65. Anything less than 65 is really, really hard. So let's see what they'll do. They'll tell us. We only have to wait about 4.5 minutes.
Yeah, look, I think it's important here that any score will be competitive. But what the Dragons will need to do when they field is replicate this fielding performance.
Well, that's right.
And if they can do that, and with the quality of fielding we've seen thus far, it'll make it very tough, no matter what score's out there, because it's all about pressure.
No run there. And of course, we do thank you very much for your company at the Cricket Australia Facebook page. Someone thinks Blake Anderson's the GOAT, and it's a person called Laura Anderson.
Maybe a little biased.
Do you reckon?
I think there's a little bit of family influence.
There's a bit
there.
of a connection there.
I think so, but to be honest, he's batting very well at the moment.
Well, he could be the GOAT if he walks off with 80.
Nice shot again. Very nice shot there by Blake Anderson.
Yeah, he's just putting them away for fun at the moment, and he's done it a few times, and it's not too short of that 3 net as well, but just getting it up into that 2's amazing in itself. 54 is the total.
Yeah, look, Blake's hitting him particularly well off his legs and in that area. And I mean, Blake's not one of the younger kids coming through the system at the moment, but a lot of the young kids are particularly good. What I'd like to try and do if I was out there, and I'm not good enough to play this level anymore, I'm too old, but maybe bowling outside that off-stump line. You know, we've seen how good he is off his legs. Let's see how good he is outside off-stump.
Yeah.
And, you know, and look, he's a quality player. He's probably pretty good there too. But, you know, look, they've tested the leg side. It hasn't quite come off for the Wynnum Seagulls. And at this point in time, Toowoomba are building a total.
Well, they've got to deal with McDermott here now, the Dragons. He was a handful the first over and continues to be a handful in the second.
Yeah, good fielding off his own bowling. Just went to lob the service back. Unfortunately for Connor Carroll, he sort of just took a backward step a little. I probably would have told. I would have thought Macca was going to fling that one at me. But 56, bit under 2 overs to go. Off cutter, nice shot by Daniel Ost.
Yeah, they'd appreciate a few more of them. The Toowoomba Dragons, if McDermott could be so obliging. A little bit short, a little bit outside off, put away. Ost says to Anderson, hit the 2 net, please. That's the order of the day.
And that's exactly what they need to do. Twos from here is going to be enough to be competitive. Oh, it's a full toss, a little bit too full. No ball too high above the waist.
Chris Voigt's complaining about something. I'm not exactly sure what. Perhaps that he's outside of his crease. No. And even the thing is, his back foot needs to be behind the line, but it doesn't necessarily have to be grounded as well. It's such a really, really good decision from the umpire. Very good decision.
Yeah, it's touch and go, because you'll notice that he jumps a fair bit. If he's jumping forward, maybe that's what Chris Voigt's asking there. But I think Hayden Brum's been excellent so far. A couple of close ones. So you notice how he just sort of jumps and jumps forward? I think that's maybe what Voddy was asking.
If you're the wicketkeeper, it's worth it.
Well, he'll always ask a question.
You can't trust wicketkeepers anyway. That's straight back down the ground.
Oh, almost over the top for a 5. Connor Carroll jumps up and gets a good hand to it. This is working out to be a very good skin. 22 off it. There are 7 balls left.
Just no wickets. They can't afford one. Down leg side and called leg side. That is the over. We come into the last over of this batting partnership, and well, they're doing the job, aren't they? 24, this batting pair.
And they're batting really, really well. And like, they've had their backs up against the wall for the whole game so far, but this pair's just starting to wrestle momentum back, and that's important too, because if you can build a nice score here, when you come out to bowl, the momentum's shifted your way. If it's the other way and Wynnum are well and truly on top, they come out and bat with an awful lot of confidence. At the moment, they're having to work pretty hard. And what could have been a score of 40 is now getting close to that 70 mark.
Yeah.
Which is what we think is going to be the minimum they're going to require to get up and be competitive in this game. Nice shot there by Blake Anderson again.
Yeah, Anderson just continues to toil away, ticking that scoreboard over, being busy, rotating the strike. It's fantastic work here from Austin Anderson.
Yeah, Brandon Course bowling, now changing around the wicket. Oh, Course is just a little bit too wide and a little bit too full. But Daniel Ost had the presence of mind to really be aggressive on that shot. Played it smart, but played it along the ground. Lovely shot. That's a very big result for them.
Well, there's no risk associated with that shot. There was an opportunity and he took it. It's just good cricket.
Oh, big inside edge. He just clears himself up. He's really looking for that leg side area.
70 is the total. 3 deliveries remain. This game so evenly poised at the moment. It's a good shot as well. He's diving. You like to see that from your players, taking a bit of bark off.
Yeah, no, look, it's very good commitment, really. 2 balls remaining, 71 so far. Oh, a nice shot by Ost again.
Now tell me this, do you think that your indoor game complements your outdoor game in terms of fielding and stroke play and all that kind of stuff? Question without notice.
1,000,000%.
1,000,000%. After this, I'm going to show you a package, right?
Yeah.
It's got a bit of a comparison between the two, all right? Everyone at home can watch it too.
I think so, yeah.
I won't even charge you.
Okay, awesome. And that wraps up the batting innings for the Toowoomba Dragons. Under an awful lot of pressure early, have fought really, really hard to put on a score of 73. Probably a little bit below par, but very competitive, and they're still in this game.
They certainly are in it, and we'll talk about and wrap up that first innings after we give you some absolute world-class footage about the comparisons between indoor and outdoor, and our good friend Josh Phillippe is going to say a few words.
I just love the competitiveness of it, and I love playing with my mates, so I think any opportunity to play, I'm happy to, but, you know, I play because I love cricket and love indoor cricket, so, you know, it's a bonus. I got to do it with my mates.
Beautiful shot.
Once again, as well for Josh Phillippe. He came out, set the tone straight away.
And joining him at the crease is Sydney Sixers star Josh Phillippe. Born and bred here at SEMA Indoor Sports Centre.
I try to keep it a bit similar. Like if it's in my zone, I'll try hit it sort of towards the back net. But I guess the main difference is you just hit the ball a bit later, and yeah, you're probably not trying to hit it as straight. You're probably trying to use the side nets a bit more. But I mean, I still like to try keep a similar approach. I want to be positive, and if the ball's there, I'll definitely try to 4, 5 or 7 really.
Cautious around the wicket. And a taken! What about that? That's what they needed.
Phillippe, the wickie, he's just tried to angle it wide at first slip, but the right hand went out and he held well.
I think it's a massive help keeping up to the stumps. Obviously, the pace of the game's so quick, so your footwork's got to be quick and you've got to be really sharp. So yeah, I definitely think it's assisted my outdoor keeping for sure. Yeah, I'm not an exceptional bowler, but I just try to roll out a few offies, and usually we have a very good fielding side, so I get away with it. But if our fielding side wasn't as good, I'd be in a bit of trouble, I reckon.
That's a great piece of fielding.
Got him! You'll be okay. One for the leg spinner. Leg stump finds a gap. Can he hit the stumps? Oh, I reckon he was out. That'll do.
Opportunity!
Oh, that is an absolutely sensational piece of fielding from Claire Koski at the back.
Left indoor cricket, here he is.
And there it is! He's entered the stats straight away!
Fraser McGurk cuts and he's away with a boundary. Nice start to his domestic 50-over career.
Stephen Mogg, what do you reckon about that montage, mate? How good is it?
That's excellent. And look, it does sum something up. Cricket is cricket. Indoor, outdoor, beach cricket, it's still cricket, isn't it?
Yeah, well, you've got to have good hand-eye coordination in either one. You've got to have the ability to be able to read the ball, read the play, particularly, you know, in indoor cricket with the trajectory. You know, it's coming off one net, coming down from another. If you're fielding it deep backward square leg in outdoor cricket and the ball's coming on, you need to be able to read that trajectory, know where it's going to land to get in the right position. The skills are so transferable. So Jeremy Crichton will commence things here for the Toowoomba Dragons.
One thing we've seen so far in this game this evening is the quality of the fielding and how sharp it's been.
It's been unreal.
Surely, playing indoor cricket, has to sharpen his skills for outdoor. Outdoor, you've got a little bit more time. Here, it's bouncing off 3 nets. It's all happening within like a millisecond. So,
well, it will be Rob Fitzgerald being touted as one of the greatest indoor cricketers of all time on strike.
Nice shot to start with too. Batting with Chris Vogt.
Is he worthwhile of that tag, one of the greatest indoor cricketers of all time?
Oh, undoubtedly.
Put him up there with the J. Ottos.
Yeah, look, I think the thing with Fitzy is his longevity.
Yeah.
He's been able to perform at the top level for a long period of time. Like, I think he'd have to be the most capped Queensland player, the most capped Australian player to ever play the game.
Yeah.
So a good call and a good run.
Yeah, it makes his ground well. And I mean, you think about some other players that are known as, you know, some of the greats, you know, Aaron Mills, for example, but nowhere near, not even remotely close to the same level of longevity as you've touched upon as Rob Fitzgerald. Not even, can't hold a candle to him.
And the thing is with Fitz, bang, shot. The thing is with Rob, he does the work.
Yeah.
He's always in the gym. He's always doing training. Like, not only does he coach so many people and coach players and teams, he does a lot of work himself as well.
Yeah.
And for him to be at the top of his game at that level, he puts the hard work in and he gets the rewards. You know?
Yeah, it's certainly not luck that he's there. On social media, Ross Jacobson says the best, proven over and over again. So he believes that Rob Fitzgerald is one of the greatest of all time. We're very privileged to be able to witness his talents. And there he goes, showing them Robert Fitzgerald, the king. He's out there at the moment. And they're off to a good start, 8 from the first over.
Yeah, look, a fantastic start to the Wynnum Seagulls. You know, when you're chasing a small total, well, not a small, this is probably a mid-range total. It's not a small total. It's important to get off to a good, solid start, and that's what they've done. They've made really good contact. They've called well. Some really nice shots.
Well, we talk about, you know, the conceding of runs and all that kind of jazz. Wynnum generally concede 76.63. That's kind of what they do. If they leak, or correction, they've 73 is what they got. They usually leak 76. That's on target. That's on exact par with what they generally do. Toowoomba generally leak 80-odd, 85. So if that's going to be on par, maybe that might be telling. So that means they're going to have to sharpen in the field. They're going to have to do something different to what they have not done previously to get this total down.
Yep. Lyle Teske now coming on the bowl. And I think what's important for the Toowoomba Dragons here is they go pretty hard early and try and get a couple of wickets and put a bit of pressure on the remaining pairs to come in for the Wynnum Seagulls. Runs on the board is always advantageous. Good call. Big hooping in-swinger there by Lyle Teske. Vogt made good contact, but good fielding in the front court.
Now, the last time these two teams met as well, which is back on the 24th of April, Toowoomba got absolutely towed. I'll tell you the score in a moment.
Oh, shot. How good was that?
Chris Vogt looking the goods. So last time, Toowoomba 38, Wynnum 129. So that was very non-Toowoomba-like.
No, but you know, they're right in the game at the moment, that's for sure.
Just searching for those first couple of wickets. Lyle Teske. They've got the ball in hand.
This pair has a fair bit of experience. Rob Fitzgerald we talked about. Chris Vogt's been around for a long time, been an A-grade player, representing Queensland a number of times as well. So he's, you know, this pair's very important for the Wynnum Seagulls to make sure they get off to a really good start.
Well, that's perfectly into the 90-degree angle that the nets make, where the side net meets the top net. Perfectly into the springs. Rob Fitzgerald. Last ball to come. Wynnum off to a fly up. They're on 14. Almost chased down the first batting partnership from Toowoomba already. And bowled. It's gone straight through him. Chris Vogt. He leaks -5, and Toowoomba Dragons, they needed it.
And Lyle Teske was pretty happy with that one. Gives it a little rundown with a finger up. What a ball. Good execution. He was very happy with that result. Obviously struggled with the bat, so he'll want to contribute to help his team with the ball and in the field.
Rob Fitzgerald, the highest run scorer for Wynnum this season. He's scored 165 from his 10 games, which makes my maths easy. He's got an average of 16.5. He's the only player as well to play every single game for his team this season. Hasn't missed one.
And Daniel Oss coming on the bowl, and he's pretty sharp. That was a very heavy ball. Wynnum would like to consolidate. They were cruising pretty nicely, but Wicket, the last ball of the over, puts them under a little bit of pressure. Nice shot by Fitz. Just use the pace of the ball. Soft hands, bangs it into the ground and over the head. Nice easy run.
Yeah, Daniel Lost is handy with the ball. Conceded very few runs every time he comes out. We'll talk about him in a moment. Good delivery, sharp, tight lines. Chris Vogt can't do too much with that. Daniel Lost conceding from his 2 overs on average 7.33, so he's going for about 3 and a little bit each over.
No, he's a very good young bowler, that's for sure.
Ooh. Yeah, he's right on song here today. Making Wynnum work for it. Third ball opportunity presents itself. The tug of war continues here at OzSports Springwood. Big game, big names, big plays. Vogt gets back to it, gets through comfortably. Good fielding there from Lyle Teske. If you've just joined the broadcast, you're watching Toowoomba Dragons taking on the Wynnum Seagulls. Your callers today are Gary Lowe and Stephen Mogg.
Something interesting to note is with Rob Fitzgerald's 165, he's actually the second top run scorer for the competition.
And one of the many reasons that he's got the ability to score those runs is he's only been dismissed once in 10 games.
And that's putting a value on your wicket. As we've seen here, wickets are crucial. Not only does it change the momentum of the game, but, it's one of those things at -5, you get a few of those against your name, and it gets pretty hard to build a score.
So he's been out there for 40 overs, he's been dismissed once. 40 overs. Batted a one-dayer almost, that got out once.
Very impressive. But that wasn't a bad over there. They've recovered pretty well off that last ball wicket now to get 16. So the skins are tied. As much as skins are still relevant through this stage of our competition, it's not really what's important here. I think both teams would be just happy with the win.
So it'll be Kieran Gibbs to come in and see what he can muster, what he can do. He's taken the most wickets for his team. 7 games, 12 wickets. So he's due for definitely at least 1, possibly 2 by the numbers. Lyle Teske doing some traffic direction there behind the stumps. We're all set, and here we go.
Nice shot there. Chris Vogt just rocked on the back foot and just paddles that one. Nice, good, clean work. So yeah, just building again. At this stage, 18 chasing 73. There are 5 balls left in this 4th over. There's Kieran Gibbs coming in the bowl. It's a fullish ball. An aggressive shot there by Rob Fitzgerald. Bit of a miscue, good fielding, which resulted in 0 runs. I think he was just trying to save himself.
Self-preservation there.
That ball came rocketing along and he's just got the hands up in front of the face.
Around the corner for 2 runs. You can see the concentration there on Rob Fitzgerald. Breathing deeply, setting himself, very calm, very balanced.
Yeah, it was a lovely shot. And that's what Wynnum need to do here. Just keep building their score.
Chris Vogt getting caught in front. They get called through for the run, and the throw, unfortunately, is well wide of the stumps. Some may argue a slight bit of risk associated with the run, but you put pressure on the fielder and then that kind of brings the wayward throw, I suppose.
Oh, exactly right. You've just got to, you just can't sit in your crease and not run. You've got to turn the strike over. Nice. Not out. Toowoomba up. They thought it was close. We'll have a look at the replay, but I think Hayden Brumman's got that one spot on. Good touch in the front court. Jaden Teske winds up. Direct hit.
You judge for yourself at home.
Full, pretty close.
Oh, you judge.
Oh.
Look, and the thing is, 2 different angles in slow motion. You can't even tell because it's that tight.
Yeah.
How on earth is the official who's the furthest away from the ball meant to tell?
Yeah. And we had Blake Anderson asking us for the feedback. And even with the slow-mo replay, we couldn't give it.
There he is. Robert Fitzgerald on screen at the moment. We'll keep the vision with him. We'll see what he says to the oncoming batters. Discussion, encouragement. The Brains Trust coming together here for Wynnum. Stephen Mogg, what do you think he's saying?
Oh, what can you say to Matt Flores? He's just as experienced, played plenty of cricket, captain of his state, vice captain of his country. But look, I think a lot of it's just that positive reinforcement. Guys, we're on top here. All you need to do is just keep working hard, keep building a score, and that's all I've got to say. But look, this pair is, obviously Matt Flores, a very good player, represented his country a number of times, played numerous nationals. But he was one of the young guys from the Wynnum Seagulls, Connor Carroll. But you know what? Connor Carroll is a quality young cricketer. He's made his debut throughout the summer for Wynnum first grade outdoor, and some of the white ball cricket out there. So look, he's an up-and-coming player that can play some serious cricket as well. We have Daniel Oss coming on the bowl again, so that's a little bit different. Bit different from Wynnum. Nice shot there by Matt Flores. Yeah, look, we talked about in that first innings where Wynnum used their 8 bowlers, 1 over each in that first 8 overs, whereas Toowoomba here have gone with a different tact.
Yeah.
Obviously they have a bit of plan, and these guys play against each other so much. They know each other very well.
Connor Carroll throwing the bat out at it, but I don't think he had any intention whatsoever on getting any willow on it. Knows it's leg side and away it goes. See it here, the ball's gone past him and he follows it. Probably best just to leave that one.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. Well, that was voluntarily down the leg side line. Oh, nice shot. Yeah, there's no benefit playing for those, You might get a little tickle, you might drag it back onto the stumps, you could get a leading edge that pops up. You're best off to shoulder arms and let that one through. That was a lovely shot then. Oh, bang. Don't bowl there. Plays it with ease, straight into the top of the springs. What a shot.
And the ball's come through right to the commentary box. There it is. The commentator's got his hand on the ball and he'll throw it back to Blake Anderson. That's some action coming right through your television screen right there.
I can see why you commentate. That arm was a little, we need some work there.
I don't even know the hole in the net that it's gone through, but it's made one. And another good shot there. Chance for a run out. It's given. Oh, Stephen Mogg. How about that for a bit of sharp fielding? Indoor cricket. Get it to the Tokyo Games of the Olympics.
Oh, how good would it be? Beautiful touch. Blake Anderson at the back. It'll be tight. I think it's tight. Direct hit, and I think Hayden Brum has absolutely nailed it. Direct hit makes a matter. Here we go. Stretches out. Oh,
that's gone. That's gone, I reckon.
Very hard to tell from that angle, but Hayden has it spot on. There's a chance again. A little bit of a misfield.
Calling for the no ball too high there, and it has to be pretty high for Matt Flores to be too high. Of course, it's the front shoulder of the batting stance, not the man standing up. Matthew Flores awarded in 2017 the highest accolade you can get in this format of the game. Cricket Australia Indoor Cricket International Men's Player of the Year.
It's a fair award, that's for sure.
It sure was. He was given that honour at a one-day international match between Australia and New Zealand at the MCG, which was pretty cool. Got his name up in all on the marketing material and the billboard and everything like that.
All right, we have Jaden Teske coming on to bowl his first over for the match. Interesting to see how the Seagulls process it. The Toowoomba Dragons have shifted 2 onto the leg side. Jaden will generally roll his fingers over the top of the ball and across the ball.
Wow, that's top shelf indoor cricket. It doesn't get any better than that. So much time. And he's just planted that into the 3 net. Watch this. Cool as a cucumber. I'll take 3 runs. My name's Matt Flores.
Yeah, it was a good shot.
Too good.
Bit of a miss hit into the corner and good call from Matt Flores. I'm sure there is a whole clan of Floreses, if we can call them Floreses. Floresi. There will be a whole clan of them down there in the ACT watching this. Mad lovers of indoor cricket and cricket in general. And I'm sure they're, like everyone at home, been missing the live action on a Sunday, so I'm sure they'll be all tuned in.
They certainly will be. Third ball opportunity here for the Toowoomba Dragons. Score on 27. It won't be after this. Here it comes. And there it goes. Oh, top edge. We go into the 2 net. Very, very fortunate. That could be out more often than not.
Yeah, a little bit lucky there.
Gee, Willy Winkers.
It was a very aggressive shot. And sometimes that happens, you know. You get yourself in a little bit of trouble. Try and hit your way out of trouble. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Again, another 2. He's too good, he's too strong. Last delivery. Again, we touched on it earlier on in the broadcast as well. These players have been a part of national championships and World Cups. There's plenty of action to come as well.
Oh, big inside edge. There's a chance at the bottom end. Oh, I think it's game on here at the moment.
Yeah, it is game on.
It's on a knife's edge. Either team are just, you know, they're just feeling each other out a little bit. One team will just get a little bit of momentum go their way and will try and capitalise and take the game out of the hand of the opposition.
Now, we all know that you're loving the coverage that's coming here today, the broadcast. I mean, it's world class as well for Bar TV. I mean, let's not pick any bones about that. They're outstanding. But from a national perspective, there's so much more to come. There's the Indoor Cricket National Championships that are on the horizon. There's World Cups coming next year. And for anyone that's thinking for a second that the Indoor Cricket National Championships aren't just at the absolute top of the priority list for Cricket Australia, you're dreaming. I'm telling you right now, it is vital to the Australian cricketing landscape. So we watch this delivery come down.
And Brody Clues
into the 2 net. Yeah, I can absolutely assure you that Cricket Australia is just deeply committed to supporting not only the participants of this format of the game, but the coaches and the managers and making sure the Indoor Cricket National Championships go ahead. Obviously, there's a lot of challenges at the moment, but Cricket Australia there to support. And that's going to be 2 again.
Nice shot. Yeah, look, obviously there's a lot of challenges in the landscape at the moment as to putting things on, and, you know, made the decision to postpone the tournament from its normal date in our calendar from sort of mid-year to later in the year. And I think that shows the intent that Cricket Australia really want these tournaments to go ahead.
Back here at Springwood. Things are moving along nicely here for Wynnum. So Toowoomba, they need to take a wicket. Need to slow that down a bit.
I think so, and it'll be that momentum thing again. So, and quite often you'll see in a game of indoor cricket, you'll get 1 wicket, which will lead to a 2nd and a 3rd wicket, and that's what they need. They just need to get a little bit of a roll on. They're really taking the pace off to this pair, which is quite interesting.
And if no wicket, things like that is helpful.
Dot balls help. Every dot ball helps, you know. If they get another dot ball here, it'll bring on to a 3rd ball and just increases that pressure a little bit more. Aggressive shot. It's a chance. Oh. Is there a call for an obstruction, perhaps?
Yeah, they've called for it, but there's no way that it is. I mean, he's just minding his own business. What's he meant to do? Where's he meant to go? I mean, what's he meant to do? Leap out of the air and get away from it? Nothing wrong there.
I'm a little tickle in the shower on a cold morning. In a hot shower on a cold morning. Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, good.
I
Good
know
for
what
me.
you meant, mate. And look, thank goodness we're in Queensland. I mean, it's not too cold here at the moment. I mean,
Look, you did sneak
yeah.
the jumper on just then. You are still rocking the shorts, but
I did pop on the pullover, mate. It's got to be pretty cold for me to pop on some pants. I'm all about
on some pants. Well, hopefully you're wearing some pants more often than not, mate.
I'm all about getting the pins out, mate.
Yeah, no, very good.
But I like wearing pants.
Yeah, good.
Thanks for asking.
Yeah, just checking.
Well, who do you reckon's going to win at this stage? I can tell you right now that Gary Clark on the Cricket Australia Facebook page, he reckons Seagulls. I reckon it's a bit too close to call.
It'll be tough. Look, I think at the moment, I mean, this over will be crucial. Really, it will be really crucial. Kieran Gibbs bowling. And look, if Wynnum can get through this over without losing a wicket, I think they're in front. If Toowoomba can take a wicket or two, it is game on.
Let's see what the future holds for us. It's going to hold a two, but there's a chance there just coming out of the mitts there from Crichton. He was very excited about what he was going to do with the ball. He got up there nice and high quickly. I mean, look at that for a lead.
Yeah. He's a tall lad.
It's outstanding. Athleticism.
Shot.
And there's just been too many of those deliveries to Matt Flores. And for him, honestly, that's just screwing the lid off a toothpaste.
It's bread and butter, really. Yeah, it's just so easy. And he's just so strong in that area. So far, this over's been pretty good. I think the Wynnum batters will actually appreciate that as well, that if they don't lose a wicket here, they're right in front. It's a little flat.
Good fielding from Perkins there on the 3 line.
And this is the difference between these two batters here. They're both getting balls in the suitable area, and someone of Matt Forrest's experience and quality is just leaning, getting his hands over the top of the ball and banging up to the spins. Connor, still being young and still developing as a cricketer, is hitting the ball a little flatter. But in saying that, they've got him on a 3rd ball here, actually. Now, this is crucial. This ball is massive, I think, in the context of this game. Toowoomba get a wicket here, gives him a sniff, gets him back into the game. If Wynnum can get through this ball, builds the score to, say, 45 or so, they're well in front with 2 pairs to come. Oh,
wow. Stephen Mogg, you picked it as perfect as you can pick it. And that there should have been a dismissal.
Yeah, that was a massive play in the game. And I think that's the difference between the two teams. Wynnum in the field, probably hit in that case.
And look at the reaction there from all the Toowoomba players. They knew how vital that was.
Yeah, look, it was a big moment in the game. And at this point in time, Wynnum 45 after the first 2 skins, chasing a score of 73. So, look, well and truly on top, but all it takes is one special over from someone to make a difference.
Well, Adam McDermott averages 15.33 and Brendan Corst averages 11.67, so they're good with the bat. They've both got a strike rate of over 100 as well, and there's only 4 players in the Wynnum outfit that have got such an accolade bestowed upon them. So these guys can bat. Blake Anderson, he doesn't want to hear any of that, though. He just wants to take wickets. Chance.
Got to the ball well there. I think it was Jaden Teske in the front court. The service was just a little... Oh, it was actually pretty close from that angle. And he was out of his ground. Again, they're the half chances that the Toowoomba Dragons need to take.
Brendan Corst cautiously watching that one go down his legs. On the leg side, but not a leg side. Wynnum, they're 47. They're chasing 74 for a win here.
It's a shot. Tell you what, Jeremy gets a bit of coverage there, doesn't he? Tall lad, gets nice and high.
Yeah, he's got the wingspan of an eagle. Look at him. He's got a good vertical leap on. It's like in the NFL combines where they get him to do that kind of jump up test and you hit the thing. I'd love to see that for him.
And I could be wrong here, but I've known Blake as an outswing bowler. And a lot of these deliveries today have been coming back into the batsman.
Well, he's gone whooshka. There's McDermott. 4 runs, and it was only a whisker off being a maximum of a 7.
And that is Adam McDermott to a tee.
I mean, he's just smoked it.
He has. He's made really good contact at. Probably a little lucky. Those ones can hit the side net, come back and sit into the receiver's hands, but big shot. And Brandon Course keeps that Yorker out. But, yeah, look, that was a risky shot from Adam McDermott, but got the result. And, you know, it's going to be vital here. Like, again, as I say, it just takes one big over, you know. What the Dragons need is someone to put their hand up here and really get through and over and take a couple of wickets, and it puts the Seagulls under a fair bit of pressure.
Well, we just saw a close-up there of the two, Brendan Course and Adam McDermott, coming together, have a chat. They come together again for a bit of a discussion.
I think we've got Jaden Teske coming on here to bowl. So again, I thought he bowled particularly well in his first over. He was just going to change it up here, take the pace off the ball a little bit. It'd be interesting to see what McDermott does. I know he likes to bat aggressive.
Yeah.
Really use his feet, really come down the pitch.
It's a very conservative shot from McDermott there. Don't be surprised if he looks to the back net.
That was a really, really good shot. He might wait a ball or two. It's a bit quicker from Jaden Teske. Yeah, I'm not sure. Adam McDermott may have seen a heap of Jaden Teske, so he might look at one or two to see what he's dishing up and then have a bit of a crack at one.
Yeah, if it's loose, he'll go for it. Teske comes in. Corst calls no. Ball called good by the official Hayden Brum.
Look, yeah, Jaden's bending his back here. He's putting a little bit of effort in.
Yeah,
Getting the ball through nicely.
He understands the gravity of the situation. He knows that his team need a wicket. They need a lift. Slower delivery. He set that up there. So he's gone the fast ones and he's just misplaced his slower delivery.
Yeah, and that's the ball I'd normally see Jaden bowl. So I think the quicker balls were his change-up. So
3 change-ups.
3 change-ups.
And then the change-up of his
we'll
normal.
See. He's probably got... Yeah,
there's his normal one.
Yeah.
And there's the back net that we were talking about from McDermott. They probably could have got one. They decide not to take it.
And this is where I think Wynnum are batting well. They're being a little bit conservative at the moment. They're not taking any risks. They don't need to take risks.
Exactly right.
And that's the advantage of keeping the score low. Nice little paddle. I love seeing that shot played well.
Yeah, it was like he was posing for a poster that would go on a kid's wall. It was a lovely little bend of the knee and paddle around the corner.
And look, although that's not a massive strike rate, I mean, they're just hitting just above 100 for the first 2 overs, but 13's all they need.
Yeah.
They just can keep building a score, you know. What do we say? Average of 15, average of 11, 26. They're on par to hit their batting average. They hit their batting average of 26 in this pair. It almost gets them in front.
And there's 2 things that you can extrapolate from what you've just provided to all our viewers. First one is game awareness. They understand what is happening with the game. And the second one is, you know, respecting a good ball when it's bowled and playing within yourself. And they're executing that perfectly, which is why they're kind of even Stevens at the moment. The trick here for Toowoomba is to grab a wicket or 2 and to really throw it, you know, the cat amongst the pigeons.
Yeah. Tommy Perkins coming on the bowl.
They just need one. That's all, just one, just to get that ball rolling.
And I think Wynnum recognise that. You know, they could have put the field under a bit of pressure and looked to try and push for a run, but they didn't. They took the safe option. Nice shot there. It's the paddle. That's a paddle in there from...
That's a paddle.
Oh, it's an in-house team at Victoria Point.
That's a paddling. Yeah, we love our indoor cricket community. There's a few interesting in-house names.
Some of them aren't so PG rated, but unfortunately.
No,
but,
absolutely not.
No, they're called That's a Paddling. They have Simpsons-themed T-shirts.
Good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. The numbers, they look like donuts.
Very good.
Yeah, all names of Simpsons
Any
characters.
uniform penalties for your in-house competition, mate?
Look, they are within the rules, but we're all about just people playing cricket.
Oh, that's good.
It's not about how we look. If it was a fashion contest, I think a few people would struggle.
Oh, mate.
But look, they are, because it looks good. You know, you turn up to your indoor centre on a Monday night or a Wednesday night or whatever night you're playing cricket, and you see all the teams in their kits. It just looks impressive.
Yeah, it certainly does. And a big thank you to all of you that get involved in indoor crickets from all levels of the sport. And you go down to your local centre and you get a bucket of hot chips as we see that one bunted back for a dot ball. And what I always like to do when I go to my local in-house centre is I don't bring a water bottle with me, I buy it from the venue. That's just my little way, because I don't get to pay game fees so much these days, so I like to, just buy the water there.
Oh, yeah, look, it's been a tough period of time for indoor centres in general, and community in general, actually, for that matter. But, here in Queensland, we were so fortunate that the COVID lockdown was only for a few months. But, I think about how other states here in Australia that have been in lockdown for longer, and other places around the world that have done it pretty tough too. So look, if you do get the opportunity, if you love the sport of indoor cricket, get down and support your local centre. It might have been 5 or 6 years since you've had a game of cricket. You know what? Sign back up.
Yeah.
No doubt there'll be a few cobwebs, a little bit of rust you've got to blow off, but you know what? It's good. You get out there. It's a great community feel in all these sort of places. Why not get amongst it?
Get amongst it indeed, as we feast here on a third ball situation, Stephen Mogg.
Yeah, Brody Clue's coming in the bowl. Oh, there's the paddle again.
They're just not giving any opportunities here, the Wynnum batters.
Yeah, they're batting with particular patience, which is really, really good to see. There's a little bit of something happening down there.
I think maybe the fielder's just getting in the way of the batters. Gentle little warning from the official.
Yeah, look, they're batting smart, okay? And they recognise that, obviously any wickets now really puts a lot of pressure on the pair that comes in next. And look, it's a younger pair for the Wynnum Seagulls as well. So this pair understands that, recognises that, and wants to give him every opportunity. Nice shot there by Brandon Course. Good fielding by Tanya Lost in the corner as well. Moved well, got up nice and high and saved a run. Every run could be vital here.
Yeah, well, the gap between the two scores tightening. I think you're dead right. They've got to chase everything here.
Oh, a little bit too full for the paddle in that time there from Brody Clues there, bowling to Adam McDermott. 2 balls remaining. In front of the skin by 3.
So meaning there has to be a scoring shot in amongst the last 2. They must cross at some stage, this batting pair. They cross now. Chance from Perkins.
A little bit flat. Didn't quite get it up as high as he'd like. Now, this will be an interesting situation. Will they look at progressing the score further, or are they happy to take this skin?
My advice, no. But these guys are really, really good, and they could probably get the runs without worrying about it. Thing is, even if they fail and they get out, it's still even. But a jackpot to a really high skin at 34,
yeah, exactly.
I wouldn't take that risk.
I'd play it as it comes.
See, I like that. I don't think they had that actual chat that they were going to do that, though, because McDermott was still happy to push forward. But that's the play.
Yeah.
Because, you're only 5 away from getting above the total that you're chasing. Why put the pressure on to show? Because then all of a sudden, instead of now cruising just to get 5 for the last batting partnership, they might be thinking, and we've also got a skin that we might need to run down because there's now 2 skins worth.
Yeah, no, I understand. I mean, I would have, and I'd like to hope they would have batted positive. If you bang that up into the springs and you can walk through and jog through, why not take the runs?
Yeah.
Because it's 2 less.
I'm a nervous Nelly, mate.
I know.
I'm not doing that.
No,
I'm not a risk taker.
I do see both sides of this story, but, 2 less runs, it could come down to that.
So what would you have done?
I would play the shot and see what happens.
See, we're different beasts, mate. You and I are different animals.
We are.
Yeah.
We are. But, everyone's got a different scenario. I understand why they've done what they've done. You can see it. And that's how some people will approach it. But, why not see where you hit it first? Start. This pair here is Alex O'Neill and Daniel Clark.
Yeah, both former Queensland 21 players.
Yeah, look, they're good young players, but this is probably the pair that I think Toowoomba think they can get to. A little bit of an edge into the corner. Big call of no by Alex O'Neill.
Well, you know I'm a numbers guy. Numbers guy says that the average for Clark is 7 and the average for O'Neill's about 5. So it's on the lower end of the spectrum in this side. So could be a chance.
Side wide.
It's just the gap between deliveries where wickets have been taken is too long.
Yeah.
The official hasn't lifted his finger enough in this innings. If you're a Toowoomba supporter, of course.
Yeah, and I think the credit goes to that third pair from the Wynnum Seagulls. It was just risk-free cricket, mainly.
Yeah.
They really just gave no sniff. They didn't give him any momentum. It's a little bit flat. It's a chance at the top end, direct hit. I think he would have been out. Good bowling by Jeremy Crichton.
And again, if that's the first innings, that is out. Because Wynnum just weren't missing a trick. There's been 3-4 of them tonight, which, if it goes the other way, it could be a different story.
It's a chance at the top again. Good running, good calling there, actually. That was a lot safer than I anticipated. And yeah, the difference between the two teams for me is definitely the fielding tonight so far.
So Wynnum now surpassed the Toowoomba score. They're on 74. They can't declare, of course. They got to keep going. And the Dragons, they need a little bit of magic.
Well, they do, but if I was Lyle, and I'm nowhere near as good as Lyle, I don't want to sort of make that sort of comparison, but I think someone like Lyle would be sitting there saying, all it takes is 1 wicket and over. If we can get 1 wicket every over, we're right in the mix here. And let's have a look, they've still got a little bit of arsenal with the ball. They've got Lyle, who bowled particularly well in his first over. They've got Blake Anderson, 2 very experienced players still to bowl. So I think that they'll be looking to try and get into the game in these 2 overs. I think Lyle will bowl this, and I think Blake will bowl the next.
Well, we'll see what happens. You might be right.
Ooh. Good bit of fielding there by Jaden coming across. A little bit of a touch of Kieran Gibbs. Good presence by Jaden there. Gets up and high and just snuck in the leg side line. Good bowling by Lyle Teske. And at this point in time, Wynnum Seagulls have just snuck ahead by 2 runs. They are 75, chasing 73, but with every -5, game could be on. And this is where I think the Lyle might have suggested, we've just got to get 1 wicket. 1 wicket here, they're in front again by 3 runs.
Yeah.
So that's very crucial. Oh, good bowling by Lyle. It's a 3rd ball now, I believe. Yeah, 3rd ball opportunity. So, ... Score will change.
Pressure beginning to build here. Lyle Teske, the Australian captain with the ball in hand. Looking to stand up for his team. Looking to make his mark for the Toowoomba Dragons today. Squirted away into the corner. Getting through for the run. They survive to the Wynnum Seagulls.
Yeah, direct hit there, but it was just too far away to start with. Good effort. And obviously being on a 3rd ball, that non-striker just is ready to go. He's itching to go.
Yeah. Conservative cricket from the Seagulls. O'Neill and Clark, they know the job before them. I don't think they're particularly interested in the skin of 34. They just want to close this game out.
Yeah, exactly right.
Chance here, flick, not taken.
And that was a good call because Jeremy was and we're talking about how athletic he is and how tall he gets. He got that at the very top of his jump.
Yeah,
so
and he's also on the other side of the field. If he was on, as we're looking at the court, the right, that plays to his right-hand grab.
Yeah.
Because he's grabbed that with his right hand on the other side of the court as we watch the replay.
Yeah.
He can't get a strong enough throw either.
Yeah. And I think it's purely because he's at the top of his arc. So he's almost got to land before he can release the ball. Whereas if he's getting the ball on the way up, he's still got that time and that little bit of momentum on the way up. Blake Anderson now coming on the bowl. And this is what you've got to do as a captain once the other team's in front. You've just got to attack because it takes 1 wicket. But again, 1 wicket here, they're in front again. Oh, that is a lovely shot.
That's a quality shot. And the Wynnum Seagulls supporters on the sideline really appreciate that kind of play. And there's no point bowling your best bowler or one of your best bowlers in the 16th over if the game's gone.
That's right.
You need to give them a chance to win the game. And here we are. This is it. Big over. Diving, stretching for everything. The Wynnum Seagulls batters out there, I wouldn't say they look confident. You can tell they're nervy.
They are.
They're hanging on.
They're just doing their job at the moment, but there's 10 balls to come. Oh, nice little squeeze.
And again, every 5 runs they get ahead, that'll be a little mental obstacle here for the batters. So they know that they need to get at least 2 wickets here to Toowoomba.
Yeah, and that's the thing, get another 3 runs, get the score to 84. That's 3 wickets that Toowoomba have to get.
Correct. It's those little milestones.
Big jump there by Jeremy. He's definitely fairly athletic, isn't he? I don't think a direct hit would have been enough, but...
And again, everybody's really been playing by the stats. Average conceded for the Toowoomba Dragons, 84.88. It's kind of where they're sitting. Average conceded by Wynnum, 76. And they leaked 73. So at the moment, it's all evenly balanced. Third ball, last over, everything to play for.
Yeah, it certainly is. And, mate, stats is your game.
It is, mate. I need a life.
You studied this for a week, didn't you?
Hey? Mate,
but
I'm an indoor cricket nerd, mate.
You are, but they're delivering. The stats are delivering. We talked about the average scores teams that they'd bat and what they'd get. Pretty close to those as well.
Yeah.
At this stage, average scores conceded are pretty much on the money too. There is something in statistics.
There is, but maybe Thomas Perkins wants to throw the statistics book right into the bin. He wants to change the game. Third ball, and he's got him. It's the wicket. That's the one that the Toowoomba Dragons were searching for. They were hunting for it, and now they've got it, and it is game on deluxe.
Is it ever? That is the one. You know what? They need a second one now, and second one ties the scores up.
We knew it was going to be close, and now the doubt begins to enter into the Seagulls. They're holding on. The Dragons are coming for them.
Exactly right. Can they get another wicket to bring it down to the last few balls? Short shot. It's a chance. Oh! Bit of traffic in the middle there.
And that's a tight chance, tight opportunity.
Let's see this one on the replay.
And now, importantly, though, 2 wickets needed for Toowoomba if they're going to win it.
Oh.
Well, he's come across there with no real intent to field the ball.
Yeah, stopped on the middle of the pitch. Oh, great work by Kieran Gibbs. It's a chance.
And I guess those 2 runs really don't mean anything to Toowoomba because they needed to take the 2 wickets anyway.
Yeah.
So that's, I would say it's all right.
What would your instruction be right here?
Block it.
Block, get third ball, you win the game.
That's it.
Doesn't matter what happens.
Block it. Send in the night watchman.
Is that the instruction? Yep, I think it is.
It was, it is. See, now they need 2. Here it is. This delivery. Wicket must be taken. They survived, the Seagulls.
Third ball. Don't even need a run here, mate. You can shoulder arms and let it bowl. I mean, they won't want to.
No, they won't.
Try and get a run.
Regardless, won't change anything in terms of skins or wins. You still
a bit of pride.
You're doing your stat, mate. Because I'll be chasing your stats next week.
It's a shot. What a fantastic result for the Wynnum Seagulls. You know what? It was a lot closer than we anticipated. Early in the game, Toowoomba were under a phenomenal amount of pressure with some low skins, really doing it tough, but really built their innings along. And for me, the key was their fourth pair, hitting 34, bringing the total to 73 runs. You know, we thought that was going to be competitive-ish, a little bit below par, but the Wynnum Seagulls were just too good. Just didn't give the Toowoomba Dragons many opportunities at all and just kept slowly building the score. Did enough, score of 82, but for me, the difference between the two teams today was the quality of the Wynnum Seagull fielding.
Yeah.
They were hot. There was some absolute magic there throughout that game, and for me, it was the key difference.
No, it certainly was an enjoyable game of indoor cricket and a very good breakdown there. You put the game up on the hoist and examined it quite nicely. And, I mean, the fielding from Wynnum was absolutely world-class, outstanding, electric. I mean, that standard of fielding wouldn't be lost at a national championship. So, I mean, that's how good it was. From all of us here, you know, a very big thank you for your company. As mentioned, it's been a good 651 odd days since there was last a game streamed on the Cricket Australia Facebook page. That's over 52 million seconds, Stephen Mogg, if you can wrap your bonks around that one. It's been an awfully long time. It was the National Indoor Cricket League Grand Final, that game that was played. So it's so good to be able to bring this coverage to you. A big thank you to our broadcast partners, Bar TV, who have done an outstanding job, and to all our friends at Cricket Australia for their ongoing support to this format of the game. Stephen Mogg, anything else from you?
Nah, look, it's just fantastic to see indoor cricket back on TV. You know, it's been fantastic to be playing again, so really looking forward. There's a little rumour there might be a few little live streams coming up from around the rest of the country too.
Sneaky, okay.
Sneaky little tip there, but yeah, look, that's looking to happen as well. So, you know, I don't think it's going to be every week, but hopefully we'll get a bit of cricket on our TVs once a month perhaps, through Sundays, and then look forward to getting back into the action big time when it comes to the Nationals later in the year. All
right, well, watch this space. And again, from all of us here, thank you so much for your company. My name is Gary Lowe, and my good friend and colleague Stephen Mogg's been with us today as well. Have a lovely evening. Thank you. Good night. See you next time.